Welcome to Wedding Mayhem. Welcome back, everybody.
Sorry, I thought this was going to be a shrine. What's happened?
It's Jonty from upstairs. He wanted to come and join us on the podcast, so I thought I'd put him in a frame. Well, he wanted it framed, so we're going to put him on the desk.
Nice dress.
Nice dress. So put him on the table. There you go, John. See, you're with us for the show.
Just like he's passed.
He's passed.
That's really strange.
Actually, talking about past, I'm actually this will come out after the marathon. I'm going to do the marathon in Berlin, but I'll hopefully have a day where I'm actually going to go and visit my dad's town where he was born, and try and find the tree where he used to climb. Hopefully it's still there and scatter his ashes. But I've got his photo in the frame.
How are you going to know what tree?
Well, because it's in a picture. No, it's in a picture.
So you're going to be walking around Berlin like, could it?
They're going to ask people.
Just be some random tree that's literally got planted last year and you're like, hey, Dad, your tree.
No, I've got a picture and hopefully the tree's still there. If not, I'll scatter it somewhere. God. Anyways, yeah, that was a bit random, wasn't it?
I hope.
Question for you. Is it etiquette to post a picture of the bride in her wedding dress before she's posted?
No, you don't do that. You have to wait until they say. It's a big thing.
Pete Wicks, you're in trouble.
Oh, I saw that.
Did you see it this morning?
Yeah.
I mean, it's a fantastic photo.
Yeah, but she had like 3 dresses, so.
Yeah, but this is the main dress.
I don't know if it was because it looked like who knows, but yeah, I did see that.
But yeah, she's not posted this particular dress on.
Yeah, because I thought, oh, he's posted, so I went to her profile to see all the outfits and I'm like, oh no, there's nothing.
Had a bride a couple of years ago and a family member actually posted on Facebook. I think they thought they were doing her a favour. By creating an album on Facebook and literally went around taking this is before content creators were a thing, and literally posted the whole wedding on Facebook even before they finished the evening meal.
Yeah, that's the thing, you want to have the day.
It's bad, isn't it? Really, really bad.
Right, we have a little guest.
Are you going straight in?
Yeah.
You got nothing to ask me?
No, do you want to say something?
No.
Let's go.
Let's go. Welcome, Steph.
Hi.
From Enigma Tattoo Piercing.
Enigma Studios, yeah.
That's perfect.
Enigma Studios.
No, but
where you got tattoo piercing from?
Yeah, because she was following a fake account of hers.
I was.
It's not even my account. This is not even my business name.
That's not even
No. To be fair, it's got all your pictures on it.
Well, it's a fake account. It's not us.
There we go. Yeah, but your real account's fantastic.
Thank you.
So Enigma Studios.
Enigma Studios.
Yes.
Hi. And you're responsible for my first tattoo.
Yes, we did. We had.
So nobody has seen my first tattoo.
How bad was she? On a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the biggest pussy ever.
Can I just put a disclaimer in here? I wasn't offered pain relief.
She wasn't great, but she's very brave. But she wasn't very vocal.
I get that a lot.
I mean, like, you've got quite soft skin though, haven't you? But so doesn't it normally feel worse?
She did do really well considering you were so you were nervous.
I was so nervous. Bless your heart.
And first tattoo as well, so I think she did do fab. And I'm always really nervous about piercings and tattoos and needles and everything like that. So
are you?
Yeah. But that's just what I said to you at the time.
What, getting them or doing them? Because I'll be
I'm not doing it, I'm just getting them. I cover myself in numbing cream and then I told you halfway through your tattoo.
Yeah, halfway through the tattoo she went, I have got some numbing cream.
It was too late.
She said, but it's too late, you need 90 minutes. And just slung it in the bag and I'm like, what the fuck?
But you did well with that. You wouldn't have known how it actually felt. And it wasn't too bad. You
didn't get to feel that lovely needle dragging down your arm.
So you've not seen it.
No.
So I'm going to show you.
I haven't.
So I'm going to show you for the first time. Well, you've not seen this one. There it is.
Oh, for God's sake, yeah, what is that all about?
It's the world. And it's been kissed and blessed by kittens.
I'm so confused. What do you mean?
You're obviously not a Friends fan, are you?
I'm a massive Friends fan. I know the world thing. What about the kittens?
The kittens kissed it. So she was trying to big it up and make it acceptable. The kittens had kissed it. You didn't get it either.
I hadn't watched the episode.
So was that a start or was that just you wanted to get that?
It's the world.
It's a dot, but it's the world.
It's the world. Everybody I've shown it to went, you got the world. And I went, you got the world. You know, so here it is. The main one.
Oh,
I don't know where the
How
camera
long
could
did
put
it
that.
take?
It was really quick.
Yeah, it was.
Probably for ages for you, but
It was super quick. Yeah.
So with this one, it was. So again, if you've not been listening to the podcast, you should be, and talk show, that my dad passed away in October, and he went until he was about 65 until he had his first tattoo, and he just covered himself in bats and gothic stuff and that. And we talked about having a tattoo and going together when I next visited him, but unfortunately he passed away before I got to see him. But I sent you pictures of his actual tattoos.
Yeah.
And you designed this.
Yeah, from the pictures of his tattoos. So we took 3 of the bats that were in one of his, didn't we? And then we made them a bit more feminine, smaller, more subtle, and then whacked some sparkles on it. Yeah, and there we have it.
And the thing is, we did a Zoom. Did we do a Zoom? I can't remember if we did a Zoom.
We had a chat, didn't we?
Chat.
Yeah.
And it was just, but you picked up me.
Yeah.
From that. So when I came to the studio, you were like, right, I've done some designs.
Yeah.
And it was just spot on. I was really blown away that how right you got it so quickly.
Fabulous.
And I think that's really important for what you do.
And it suits you
I
as well.
I can stop covering up now. I'm having to walk around in long sleeves,
I think it's the thing with tattoos that you kind of get a gist of a person really quickly, don't you? And then you're able to kind of pick and choose what might suit them. Based on their personality and even like what they're wearing and things like that. But you're
generally quite good like that, just outside. Yeah,
I think it's a little bit of a sense, isn't it? Some people have good people readers, maybe.
Yeah.
So yeah. I'm glad you like it, and you weren't too bad. She's already thinking about her next one, so
oh my God,
it can't have been that bad.
What's the next one gonna be?
I think I might have you tattooed on my arm.
Do it.
Portrait.
The reason why you're here is because you do wedding and event tattooing.
Yeah.
And one of the reasons why we were going to get you to do it in here, but straight away you'll be like, I have to be licensed.
Yeah, so
talk to us about being licensed.
So basically we do weddings and events, festivals, things like that, but mainly the weddings. I've got a big pink Mercedes Sprinter van.
It's fantastic.
Yeah.
We'll put pictures in so you can all guys see it.
Yeah, it's all kitted out to a really super high standard. And there's different things you need to be able to do wedding tattoos legally, and I think the problem is at the moment, I think a few of my videos have kind of gone a bit viral on
not a
socials.
bit viral,
yeah,
like, big time for you.
You.
You've got 1 million likes on your page. It's fantastic.
Yeah, thank you. So I think people see me do it and think, oh, I can tattoo at weddings, and then kind of think that they can just go and set up in a venue, or we'll just get them in the reception area. You can't do that legally. You have to have a license for every different kind of council that you go to, that you travel to. So and
they're expensive, these licenses.
They are, yeah.
Do you think that's why people don't license themselves?
It will definitely put people off. But obviously we've been doing it. I've had the van now for it's 3-year birthday today, actually.
Oh,
I know.
Happy birthday! We made you some cakes. What do you call her?
She's Betsy.
Betsy.
Yeah.
See, I knew we would have a name.
So yes. Obviously, because we've been doing it for 3 years, I've got so many licenses now in the UK. We travel within like kind of about a 3-hour radius of Cheltenham. That's where we're based. And so kind of we've got a hell of a lot of licenses now, and once you've got them, you've got them.
I was going to say, is that it
then?
Can those licenses be taken away from you?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. If you weren't following kind of bylaws, environmental health standards, good practice. Yeah. If people were,
and I think that's really important. If people are planning to do this.
Yeah.
Because you don't want your guests being landed in hospital.
I think it's really important if you're thinking about getting a wedding tattoo is to really do your research. I know that I was the first person in the UK to kind of start offering it. I don't know if there's more companies around that are doing it now, but if someone's offering it, just do your research. Make sure they've got insurance, license, everything like that. Make sure it's all legit. Because what you don't want to happen is kind of to take on a company that's not really trusted, and then to end up with all of your guests upset, or you know, your big day ruined,
or dead.
You know, wow, yeah, that's extreme, but
it's the vibe I'm in at the moment.
Yeah,
I need to go for a run. That's what it is.
So does each guest have to sign like a waiver, and
form?
they all do still have to do all of that?
So they kind of so the way it runs on a wedding day is.
Yeah, I was going to say, could we just start at the beginning?
Yeah.
You know, how did you start?
Okay.
Where did Steph start?
Okay, cool. So, it was a crazy idea I had one Christmas, and I thought, do you know what? I'm gonna start tattooing at festivals and kind of weddings, and do up this vintage. I had a vintage trailer. It was like a caravan. It was gorgeous. It was almost like an Airstream, really retro. And and then COVID hit, and I was like, oh, perfect timing. So I did at the trailer, and then I realised how hard it is to tow a trailer.
Yeah, so, I'm a Cornish girl, you know. That's it.
But this thing was so light, I think.
But all those, you know, and especially in Cheltenham as well.
And to be fair, it was gorgeous inside, but because it was vintage. The window broke and I couldn't get a replacement window. Like I had to have one formed and specially made, and it was just a faff. The whole caravan thing was a faff. So I got the pink van, and
was it already pink before it got to you?
No, it wasn't pink. I got it spray pink, and I remember speaking to the guy, and he was like, I think we should do it grey, and I was like, no, it's got to be pink.
Yeah. And so you already had the vision.
Yes, you could see it in my head already. So yeah.
Oh.
Need to twist our frame. Is that all right, boss? To that one. Oh.
I was like, is it my actual frame?
Yeah, I was thinking it was your frame.
When you get like a little secret message from the boss, and we both go like that. You're turning around, and we're like, oh, we just read out what you say.
You might as well just tell us.
Yeah, just tell us next time.
We're not behaving properly today, I'll tell you. But before you did this, what were you doing before? What made you think go into tattooing?
What made me go into tattooing? I was actually a piercer before I was a tattooist, but I think I always wanted to be a tattooist since I was super young. I used to skive school and go sit in the local tattoo shop.
No way!
Yeah, from about the age of 13, 14.
Did they allow you?
They did actually, that place. It was a bit rough, but yeah. I just used to go sit in there, and then they gave
How old were you?
So 13, 14,
oh,
and
okay.
I started going in, and I had loads of piercings. Obviously I don't have any anymore, but I had loads of piercings, and then they gave me a Saturday job.
Right.
Yeah, and I used to go in and do that.
You sort of squatted for the job, really. Like, I'm going to stay here until you give me a job.
Yeah, give me a job. Yeah, they did. And then I think I went travelling for years, and it's only when I came back and settled down with my children, I was like, right, I got a degree in physiotherapy, and I was like, this isn't for me anymore. I don't like it. And then just...
I've got a bit of a niggle, actually. Can you sort me out before you go?
I can recommend you something.
I haven't got time. We'll do it on the sofa.
So yeah, that's where I started out, and I just remember having the idea of kind of doing the van thing, and everyone sat there, and everyone I spoke to said, you're crazy, it's never gonna work, it's a stupid idea. The amount of hate I got when I first started doing it.
Why?
Because it's differend, and
people don't like change and different, do they? Yeah.
And yeah, I even have like some local tattoo artists kind of reach out to send horrible messages and things like that.
Like what?
Yeah, just kind of with the whole mobile thing. Even now.
Is it because they think
they're like little tattoos and things?
Even now, it's just, I don't know.
Is it because you're taking their business if you're going into their area, if you're travelling? I suppose.
I don't know why haters want to hate. No one does today, but let them get on with it.
But who's laughing now?
Yeah, but even now, you know, on I think one of my reels did about 6 million the other day on Instagram.
Just casually slipping.
Yeah.
No.
And
you're brilliant. You made me smile so much from those reels.
Oh, that's so good.
They do put you in a really good mood.
Oh, that's good. Because it's what it is. It's weddings are happy and it's a celebration. Yeah. But yeah, there's always, I think, a large majority of my comment section is all people going, this is illegal. You can't do this. Oh my God.
Because they think you're taking advantage of people that are like drunk and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's one of
the moral side of it.
One of the major complaints is the drinking. Another one is, it's not a sterile environment. But actually, you know, people think that things
They're
being
quick to say things, but
perfectly
don't
sterile.
check it out first.
Yeah, because there's no knowledge base. It's not based on knowledge at all.
So let's touch base with this. Obviously, we know that it's sterile, your licence. How do you deal with people that are coming in wanting a tattoo?
So we get to a wedding, always when we get there, before we kind of go, we let the bride and groom know that, kind of let the guests know if they want to let them know that we're going to be there.
Yeah.
And
do they let them know prior to?
Yeah. Sometimes and sometimes not. And they've just got to let the guests know that obviously anyone that's been drinking alcohol, if they're visibly intoxicated, we're going to say no.
Perfect. Okay.
And so they come in, they've got to sign their consent form. On their consent form, it just confirms that they've got no kind of health conditions. That means they can't get tattoos, stuff like medication.
So what
obviously they're 18 and older.
What certain things stop you medication-wise or health-wise that you shouldn't have?
So kind of the major things really, kind of if you've got diabetes, it wouldn't be a good idea to kind of get a tattoo below the waist, because obviously blood flow for healing, increased risk of infection. Blood thinners is sometimes a big one as well.
Yeah.
Usually it's something that if you've got, I'm obviously not a medical professional, so if you have got a pre-existing health condition, you would want to call your doctor and just check with your GP first before you get a tattoo, because at the end of the day,
you don't want to die.
I can't really. I can't really. You're never going to die with a tattoo, obviously. But if
unless it's not.
Yeah, unless you get a really bad infection, don't look after yourself and things like that. But yeah, it's always better to check with a GP first. But yeah.
Perfect. So you came up with this idea. How then did you implement this idea?
How did I implement it? Oh, I don't know.
Did you start off at festivals, did you say?
No, I did start off at, I think, now I'm trying to think of the first wedding I did. I remember, yes. I just started advertising. I think it was on TikTok. I just started saying, available for wedding bookings. Actually, I got some photos done, like a fake wedding. I had like a fake wedding.
Yeah, a lot of photographers will do that when they're first starting out. We'll come and borrow dresses and stuff like that.
With it was a bride and a bride, and we just did some photos and stuff, and then I whacked that on social media.
Like a photo shoot.
TikTok, and then got a few bookings from that, and then as I started doing more and more bookings, obviously more and more people were like, whoa, there's someone that does wedding tattoos.
Because this is really big in Europe and America and Australia. Australia is huge for this.
Is it?
Yeah, I've got the lady that we bumped into Harrogate. She now lives in Australia, and I mentioned it coming on. She went every wedding that she goes to in Australia, they always have somebody.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Cool. So yeah, it is fun. So usually I kind of start the day, we just get the couple in first to get their tattoos.
Does the couple always get tattooed when you're at a wedding, or is there one that's like, no, I'm not doing it?
I have had one groom chicken out once before. Oh, and also one at another wedding that I did, the bride was getting a lock and the groom was getting a key, and then the groom disappeared and I couldn't find him till like the very end, and I think he had to come into the studio a couple of weeks later and get him.
Oh no.
He must have been in so much trouble because obviously no one could unlock her lock because no one had the key, so
and disappeared.
Oh god.
Yeah.
So you're obviously booked, you pitch up at the wedding, and then how does it work? What part of the day will you be in?
So we usually get there for about 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
Right.
That just gives us a chance to set up, get everything kind of clean, ready to go. And then we just wait until the bride and groom or the couple are ready, and then
with the bride and groom, the couple getting married will kick it off basically.
Yeah, I think it's just etiquette, isn't it? That they would go first. So unless they say, oh, let the guests go first, we do the bride and groom first. Sometimes they just get little tattoos. I've done wedding rings. Sometimes I had one couple that had a matching deer and a doe tattoos, and they were gorgeous, but they were quite big pieces, so they took a little bit longer. But yeah, they were beautiful.
So probably after your main photos, I would think that you would have these done, would you?
It's usually after the speeches.
Okay, yeah.
And they come.
When the party starts, basically.
And then obviously when they're done, then we just call up. We've got a few different systems that we use now. So we've got, you get a cafe with a buzzer. We've got buzzer systems. So
slot,
we sometimes just write a list of
I have pictures of you standing on Betsy with a buzzer going, John, can you come? It's your time now.
Do you put like little pictures up of what they can have, like where they can pick from? Like,
so we've
so
got.
So they've got to be quite small.
Yeah, we've got. I should have brought it with me, really, shouldn't I? The little flash book. So we've now kind of fine-tuned a flash book. Basically, a flash tattoo is small little designs. Of tattoos, and we've kind of got everything to suit all tastes in there. So it's just basically a I guess, what would you say, like a.
Well, it's a lookbook, isn't it?
A manual,
a menu.
a menu, yeah.
Menu.
So exactly. So then obviously they pick one of their designs. I was doing it that we were kind of going along and doing custom designs because I'm quite quick at just hand drawing something on. But what we
you were really
finding...
quick with. I was surprised how quick you did that.
Thank you. But we were spending a lot of time on one person and finding that we wouldn't get as
weren't
many
given the
guests
experience.
So now we tend to just stick to our flash book. They're all kind of nice size tattoos. Like I said, there's little floral pieces or like there's all sorts in there.
People get their bums out. Some people want them on their bums.
You have to tell her about the camel toe.
Oh yeah, so that was the one wedding, but the
camel toe.
No, did someone get a
They
camel?
have a camel on their toe.
So that wasn't me that actually did that one.
He wanted it removed, didn't he?
A few times,
one of the caterers came up to me at one of the weddings I was at, and they said, can you tell me what you could do to cover this camel on my toe that I got when I was on holiday in Turkey or whatever? And I was like, right, kind of like a studio job that, not right now. But then at the following wedding the next day, a guy, I think it was like the bride's brother wanted a camel on his toe. And
a deja vu.
I was telling him this, it was literally the day after, and I was telling him the story about the bloke the day before. I'm like, in a year's time, you're going to want it removed. So we do kind of avoid doing anything stupid.
Yeah.
If you want, your best friend's name on your forehead, that's not something that we're going to do.
So you will turn things down?
Oh, we turn loads down, yeah. We don't
What's been the most outrageous thing you think you've been asked for?
The camel toe is pretty bad, isn't it?
I don't think there's anything wrong with a camel toe. I think it's quite funny.
Yeah.
I'd probably do that.
I just think it's funny at the time, and then maybe his reason was he said he had a daughter, and his daughter kept coming up to him and asking him what a camel toe was. So that's where it becomes a little bit orcs. Yeah. I don't know. We kind of we do more outrageous stuff at festivals, if I'm honest.
Okay.
Yeah, the festivals I do one festival in Cheltenham Sevens. It's like a rugby thing.
Yeah.
So much fun. Have you? Yeah, it's really good. So we've done that the last 3 years, but I think because they're all rugby lads, they all get together and want each other's names on their bums. So that's the kind of time that I do things like that. But yeah, weddings is usually.
I hope they've washed.
Yeah.
I don't mean from that. I mean from playing rugby.
I think they just get a little bit out. Yeah.
A little bit out.
But it's a lot of fun, and we get through 30 to 40 guests.
Do you?
Most weddings, yeah.
On what time scale?
So we usually go when the venue chuck us out, which is usually about midnight. So 11:30 to midnight, we'll pack up and go home.
So
how many of you are doing it?
So I take just me and one staff member with me, or two of the staff members will go. So you get one person doing we can swap over as well. So we do piercings. So it depends if the bride.
So will you do those at the wedding as well?
If the bride and groom say, could we have piercings as well? We can chuck piercings in.
What's the weirdest piercing that you've done at a wedding?
I don't do intimate ones. So
I love that. I don't do intimate ones.
Yeah. So I don't do bits and pieces, but we do nipples. I like nipple piercings. We do a load of those.
God, that must be so sore on your wedding night to have that.
I don't think I've done nipples at a wedding actually.
Oh, okay.
Mostly at weddings we just get kind of like little helix ones or little nose piercings, things like that, and which is nice. It just gives the guests something else. If they didn't want to get a tattoo, they can get a piercing. Sometimes
it's a memory, isn't it?
Yeah,
You remember that day going, oh God, this is where I had that then. So you'll remember this wedding forever, you know.
I'd get so carried away. I'd come out covered. I'd be like, oh, shit.
You would.
Funny.
What are the sort of, the common tattoo that people are having done at, are they having dates at the couple's wedding?
I mean, guests have to be pretty devoted to the guests.
I think a lot of people presume that will happen, but no, that never happens.
Yeah, because I'm seeing like favours and that.
Sometimes the dad of the bride might, or not. I think I might have done that once, but no, people, the bride and groom, they kind of, sometimes they get matching tattoos. Sometimes, I think one of my favourites was, I think I sent it in one of those videos actually. It's the bride got till death, and they were like doing a little pinky promise, and the groom got till death. Or the rest of it.
Yeah. to a stop.
They link pinkies, you can see
it. But
on their hands.
But they had skeleton hands, and they had it on their back.
What do you mean skeleton hands?
Now I'm confused.
Well, skeleton hands, bones. Not,
okay. Yeah.
And they were on their backs. Sorry, I thought you meant one had like it on one pinky and one had it on the other. So then when they linked,
that would be cute.
Yeah, there you go. All the ideas. Copyright. No, Chris is laughing like.
We do that, or wedding bands, which I'm not a particular fan of actually, because finger tattoos do tend to kind of fade over time. So, but yeah, we do wedding bands. Pardon?
You've got them.
Yeah, I know. I've got those.
Yeah, but she can touch them. She can touch them up when she's
like, because that's the thing now, isn't it? Everyone's getting like really tiny little tattoos.
We do a lot of
and I remember
stuff.
being told like years ago when I wanted like a tiny thing on my wrist.
Yeah, because yours are
like yours are
lovely.
It will go crap in a few years. Type thing.
So it really depends. I think the machines have come a long way since then. So now we've got kind of machines and really, really fine needles. We're able to do super fine stuff.
They hurt.
Yeah. So all tattoos are going to spread kind of over time. They are going to spread a little bit. With the finer stuff, if you go too deep, they spread loads and it would look rubbish. If you go too light, they're going to need a touch up.
Yeah.
When we do go to weddings, we offer free touch-ups on all our tattoos to all the guests and everything. So in
That's
kind of
amazing.
in 6 weeks' time, if someone's like, oh, do you know what, it's faded out a little bit, they can pop over to our studio and get a free touch-up.
Is that a thing now that you have touch-ups?
Yeah.
That's
most
never
studios.
When I had mine, but obviously I'm talking.
Most
like
studios
10
should
years ago.
offer free touch-ups because
that's so cool.
because in theory, anything can happen as long as you've.
But I think that's the credibility of your business, that you're happy to see them back.
Yeah.
Rather than
always.
I'm on location. I don't want to see you again. Sort of thing.
Yeah, because the thing is as well, it's our brand. They're walking around. Where'd you get that tattoo done? I got it done with Enigma. So I don't want them walking around with a
camel toe.
Yeah, I don't want to. Even if it was a camel toe.
I might have one done now, because it's hidden. It's in your socks, isn't it? It's like, you should.
Yeah.
I'll let you answer.
I'm not
John.
sure if I'm going to be able to do that one for you.
Do you not?
Yeah, morally.
You turn me down. I'll come down with Chantel. Have mine done.
That sounds fun.
I was just going to ask a question. What was I going to ask? Was it on my questions?
How much is a camel toe?
Yeah, well, I mean, how does it work financially?
Okay.
So the setup and everything. So
yeah, cool. So we do. I'd say that I fine-tuned a system that works for most people. So we do 2 different packages. So the gold package, obviously, is for people on kind of like a stricter budget. So we come along and they're only basically paying for us to be there and paying for our time. And then your guests would pay for their tattoos.
Okay.
But we do kind of like a reduced rate of tattoos. So if say they choose from the flash book, say that design is £60 to £70 in the studio, in my studio, or generally, in a studio, they'd only pay £30 for that tattoo at
on the
wedding.
day, right?
So they get, in theory, cheap tattoos. They get a really decent price for their tattoo, so then they don't feel like, oh my god, I've got to spend,
But also these are pre-warned as well.
Yeah.
These are for people that like me. For the years I've really wanted one.
And this is what it makes it so good about the weddings. I think, we get people come in that I get people sat in the seat and they're like, I've always wanted a tattoo, but I've never been brave enough to go into a studio. And here with my friends and family around me, I feel really supported and you know, I feel able to kind of come into your pink van that's not intimidating.
I was just going to say that because still now, you know, when I drive past tattoo places that, you know, you're dark and dingy.
Yeah,
It's like a smell of them.
It's like a sex shop. Little bit.
Somewhere.
No, but you know, you go past and you think, oh no, only like certain people go in there, sort of thing.
Even for me, I think I've been in before, because we've got a studio as well over in Cheltenham.
It's lovely. You're so welcoming, honestly.
Oh, thank you, because that was my own.
It was like the hairdressers when I walked in. You were like, hi, you know, cup of tea, you know.
Because in my previous experience as well, wherever I've been for a tattoo, I've covered in tattoos, and I'll walk in and you'll kind of get looked at like, and it's like, I don't feel like I should be in here, and you almost feel really intimidated. So when I do it, I just want to make the opposite of that.
And is that why you set up on your own? Yeah. And is that why you do what you do to make it more user friendly?
Got rid of some of the men that the ego central thing.
Yeah, and is it quite ego?
Yes, massively.
And this is where the hate probably comes in as well.
Yeah.
Are there more females coming through the system now?
Yes,
I feel like there's quite a lot of like female tattooists.
Yeah, there is now.
Yeah.
Every time I appeared in one of those sex shops, they're all men.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean? People that listen to me will go, yeah, you know what?
It's daunting. And
it's all black and dingy. Yeah.
Normally like
seedy.
You don't want to be seedy, and you don't want to be scared when you get your tattoo done.
No, I don't. It has. And honestly, please don't come for the hate. But you know, I go past them and I think, oh my god, I'm gonna pick an infection.
Yeah.
You know, it doesn't feel clean. Whereas when you come into your studio, it's fresh. Your van is fresh. You can tell it's
infection free.
Infection free. Yeah, but I think it's important.
Yeah, it's almost. It's just. I think it's just the vibe as well. You can tell people care.
Yes.
I think, which is the difference. Like, we care a lot about people, and we don't. It's not just like you say. It's not just like, oh, in, out, get out. You know, next person.
Yeah.
I do want to create something on someone that it's about the experience. The whole point of us being at this wedding is to give people the chance to kind of bond, have that lasting memory on them. I think one wedding we did like an 85-year-old grandma.
Love it.
I was going to say, have you done anyone that's old?
Yeah, so she was 85. And she came in, bless her, and she wanted a little ladybird on her arm.
Oh, I know. Was it significant, or was it that she just liked ladybirds?
I think they got matching, so she got matching with her aunt, who was also, you know, in her 70s.
Oh, so her sister.
Yeah.
I was going to say her aunt.
Yeah.
I was so confused.
And they were the cutest ladies ever, and she just said, you know, that she'd always wanted one. At 85 years old, she ticked it off her bucket list.
Oh, fantastic.
And I think it was, we were packing down. We were at that one quite late, and we were packing
down. Was she like skulking around?
Packing down about midnight. She comes and knocks on the van door, and can I have another
little
one?
Miss Marple.
I
can't say no.
I know, and I put everything away, and I was like, okay.
What do you want? Full sleeve.
Yeah. She had a little bead to match a little, But then that
will be me.
Yeah. Oh, the same lady booked in like 2 weeks later to come up to the studio and get one. So she came in again. So she ended up with 3 tattoos at 85 years old.
So what did she have in total?
I can't remember what the last one was, but I know she had a ladybird and a bee.
Is that rain? Oh,
gosh.
No. It's always fun for a school run.
Yeah.
So what did she have? Did you have a spider?
I can't remember what the last one was.
The ladybird that ate the...
Yeah. Oh, that'd be funny. I don't think the ladybird was in that rhyme.
It is now,
yeah.
We've rewritten it.
Oh. Doesn't it hurt as well when your skin's older because it's like meant to be really soft? Is that right? I remember going with my old friend from work. No, but she was like coming up to her 70s, and they said it's because you've got such soft skin. It's going to feel more painful.
Fragile. I think it's,
the skin's thinner, isn't it?
It's thinner,
yeah, I've noticed it. My skin's getting a little bit crepey.
Yeah, you just got to be a bit more gentle from a tattooist perspective when you're tattooing it.
Where shouldn't you have a tattoo done?
Where shouldn't you?
Yeah. Can you have a tattoo anywhere?
Did they used to say like on the hands would be quite bad?
Bones.
Yeah, so you can have a tattoo anywhere, but usually kind of, you know, even like palm tattoos now, some people are really good at those and can make that hold over time. Usually I'd say
but I think that would be difficult heal process wise.
Yeah, I think so. No, they don't tend to hold up, they all tend to fall out, but it's
on parts of the body that you use more will probably fade more.
Some people don't seem to mind that though.
Where's the most unusual place that you've tattooed? You can say it. We are Wedding Mayhem.
I have done one bits and pieces tattoos.
I love it. Bits and pieces.
What, female or boy?
Male.
Oh, Willie.
Just to say that not to say that I've done it, but just to have the experience of doing it. So that when people ask, I've done one of those.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I bet that hurt.
Would you do it again?
Yeah, I kind of charged quite extortionately for it.
Well, yeah.
It's like I didn't really want to do it that much, but
no. What do you have on it?
He wasn't. I think this is the problem where you go to do intimate tattoos and people you will attract the wrong kind of people,
right?
And that are not doing
it to be touched.
Yeah, that's it. They're not actually doing it because they want a tattoo there. They're doing it because.
And you're beautiful as well, so it's like you know.
But, so but this bloke was really genuine. He really wanted it, and he tried everywhere. Not many people do it. So I was like, he got
the money's right. I got an IB for trip.
He got Rose. So
got Rose. I thought he said he got rude.
No, Rose.
Okay.
It was lovely.
I need to just brush up on. When I initially came to you, I wanted my dad's ashes in the tattoos because I'd seen that. And you were straight away going, no.
Yeah.
No, I don't do that. Why was that?
So, various reasons. I know each their own. I know a lot of tattoos offer that. I don't know kind of the journey of the ashes
we don't either.
No, from when they get to you to where they've been or what you've had around them, so I'm not going to put something that I don't really know where it's been. Do you know it was clarity when you said that to me. I was like, oh my God, yes, you're 100% right, because I didn't think about it. And I told my family that we're going to do the same. I'm the guinea pig, by the way. I was the first one to have it done now, and stepmom's had it done now as well. So I think they're all going to do it now, but initially yes, everybody was going to have that done until you said what you said, and it all made sense then. And do you get that quite a lot where people go, oh, I want this and this? Ashes tattoos is a funny one. Lots of people request it, but I just wouldn't really trust the process. You know, I know where my stock comes from. I know what's sterile. I know what's clean. I know what everything's got in it. And I don't want to come and bring something foreign into that and mess everything up.
I was highly surprised at the amount of cleaning.
We even with the van, it's so the majority of the time when we're at a wedding or event is all decontamination.
Everything you're wiping down everything before I got on that whatever that thing was.
It's really important to kind of, I think sometimes, I don't know if I can say this or not. Sometimes I look at a kind of hospital cleanliness, and I'm like, are they not going to cover that? Are they not going to? Are they just going to touch that with their hand? And
it's cross contamination between people. And you know, like COVID, you don't know with one person what.
I sit there and I'm like, oh my God, that's a cross contamination risk, and I'm like, we are.
I remember doing health and safety assessments when you're out.
I'm going to be sat there doing risk assessments in the hospital, but no, we do use kind of disposables wherever we can, because that's obviously when you use a disposable, there's absolutely no chance of cross-contamination. You're using it on one person, then whacking it in the bin. So even our grips on our tattoo machines are single-use only. Clamps that I use for piercing, single-use only. It's not that great for the environment, but it does mean that there's zero chance of spreading any kind of infections.
And again, it goes back to really important that if you have a tattooist at your wedding, that you are not infecting people.
Yes.
Because
you're clean.
But you know, it's that lasting memory. You know, oh God, do you remember that wedding we went to? Yeah, and they lost my arm and blah blah blah. They're not going to remember the entrance, the cake, the you know, the entertainment. That's all they're going to remember.
Actually, the kind of the majority of infections from tattoos actually come from bad aftercare. So you think kind of as long as you're going to a legitimate tattooists. They've got their license, they've had their environmental health inspection, they've done their infection control training, they know what they're doing. So it's highly likely that they are a cause of any cross-contamination or anything, as long as they're practicing properly. You know, whereas if you go get a tattoo, go sit in hot tub for a good few hours, and then maybe kind of go roll around in the mud outside because you've had a couple too many to drink or something like that. That is when
Sharon,
you risk.
I was really good because we went to Harrogate straight afterwards, and
had second skin,
there was a spa there, and I was like, actually no, I can't.
Yeah.
You know, and
because it does massively. Getting out in the sun, because people go, I'll go in the hot tub, it's alright, but that water is just gonna, you know how your hands go pruny.
Yes,
that's what your skin's gonna do.
Put that. Was it second skin cling film thingy? I felt really hard.
Yeah.
I was like, I got my tattoo.
So that sometimes people like that for weddings and stuff as well. Because if we put kind of a it's a covering that is kind of
breathable and waterproof, isn't it? Yeah,
waterproof, stays on for a few days. Doesn't as long as you have no allergies to it, it doesn't affect your tattoos.
Is it like plaster?
Yeah. It's kind of like that hypoallergenic thing, and so that's really good for weddings as well. Because if you're going to go out and go on the dance floor
and sweating,
it's quite good to just know that you've just had that tattoo done. It's nice and safe from kind of anything like that.
And also I felt with the second skin that actually you could see the tattoo through it. So I think I literally was like, well, after I don't think
she was so hard.
So after I left you, because there was roadworks in the town, so I had to wait ages for a taxi.
Your hand down the car.
Well, because I was so like the adrenaline going through me and the wave of sadness from, you know, because this
it was an emotional one.
It was an emotional one because Dad and I talked about it, and we were going to have it together. And since I left you, because I've been brave and stuff like that with you, one, it was like, I've done it, and then it was like, I wish Dad was there. Luckily, there's a pub next door, so when you go to the pub next door. And I walked in there, and they went, "Hello, how are you?" And I went, "I've had a tattoo done." Literally that, and they went, "Do you need a glass of wine?" I went, "Yes." I went, "Large?" I went, "Yes." And luckily the taxi was a while, so I didn't have to chug it down. But you know, that it was quite nice because they were all looking at it and they were like, "Oh, that's really good. Do you have it done with Steph?" And I was like, "Yeah, you know, she's really good, isn't she?" And I was like, "Yeah, she's amazing." You know, so but I think if I had the wrap around it, the because you want to show it off, I think if you're undoing it, that's where your infections would happen.
Yeah, the second skin is brilliant.
What are the do's and don'ts when people are booking you?
Do's and don'ts.
You know, finding out that they, you know, are they a good fit for you? Because what if they book you and nobody wants a tattoo done?
So people say this all the time.
Oh,
people
say, good question, yeah.
I've had brides and grooms say to me, "Oh, we don't think many people get one." Well, as soon as I get there, and they're a bit apologetic about it, they get there and they're like, "I'm really sorry, I don't think."
You're not busy,
And we're still there till 12 o'clock, like, and they're like, we've got like.
When you get one in, that's it. They all then go, "I'm going to have one." You could get the world done.
I think you'd be surprised with how many people want a tattoo, and just because they don't have any, it might be that barrier of like we spoke about before, where they're just too nervous, that they just need to overcome. And what better way to overcome that barrier than at a wedding?
Bit of alcohol.
At a wedding around people that kind of are supporting you, friends and family, things like that.
Yeah, and also I just think you make it really elegant how you do it.
Oh, thank you.
And I think going back to like how people, you know, want a tattoo but feel they can't have a tattoo. Literally, people didn't believe me that I'd had it done.
Aww.
When I went into the pub, they were like, "Go on, show me," and they were like, and I went, "I've had the world done." People just burst out laughing. They went, "We knew you wouldn't do it." And I went, "Ta-da!" They went, "Ah!" You know this because it's like, you know.
I think it's amazing, and I think the industry is changing in a way that everyone's welcome. It's not a niche anymore.
So lovely.
It doesn't affect your employment.
No.
That generation is is gone.
It's still there.
It's still there,
but it's not.
But it's on its way out, you know. And
you're not judged.
It's still. I've had.
I don't know about it, but my husband's still judging me.
I got kicked out of the cabin crew interview.
Did you?
Yeah, she said just go.
Yeah, it's sometimes there is still those odd few people. There is still stigma about it. I've been at I think I was at some Volkswagen festival and a bloke came up to me and he's like, "You've ruined your body," and I'm like, that's really nice of you to say so, thank you, but you know, it's just that generation.
Is that the older generation?
Yeah, usually, and then you just get a few, but sometimes they're just going to hate because they don't understand it. You know, it's what we were talking about earlier.
Yeah,
if they don't have any, automatically they don't like them because they're too scared to get one.
Yeah. I've always loved them.
Yeah,
I've always loved them, but on but
show yourself now.
That's it. I think I'm on this now. But I think that is that stigmatization, especially with girls having them done, and guys associating you being easy or that's like, what?
I didn't know that.
No, I don't. Listen, I worked on site for a long time, and the general consensus that tattoos were for boys, and if they went out and saw a girl and with tattoos, they would think that she was.
Soon get a punch in the face if they came near me.
Yeah, same, ditto. Yeah, exactly.
Now you've got your bats.
Yeah. I need a Popeye one now. We've got a game somewhere.
We need to play. Yeah.
Christopher, can we have our game, please?
Oh, a game.
Yeah.
So I'll bring this on. I'll spin the wheel.
Oh, this is fun.
So much fun.
I'm a bit nervous.
Are you?
I'm not going to look. Surprise me.
Well, no, you have to spin it.
Oh, I spin it. Okay. How does it spin?
Any way you want.
Oh, I'm nervous.
Go on, give it a good old spin.
Okay, ready?
Yeah.
I hope it lands on
But
pink.
safety first. I love it.
Okay, it's going to land on pink.
Why pink?
Because pink.
Oh, for God's sake.
This is where Sharon's got to hum a song and you've got to guess what song it is, but she's terrible.
And I've got my legs stuck together with the tit tape.
Do you want me to press?
I got it. Oh. You've not seen this one, have you?
Do you want me to just roll it again?
No.
You didn't.
They'll be all shouting, going,
You'll never get it.
Right, so basically I've got to hum a song. Christopher's laughing. You've got to give me a number. 1 to 25.
7.
Oh my God, wait. I our brains today. You take that, the lid's not on it. Right, 1 to, you want 7, lucky 7. Oh, we've already had it.
Oh,
and I was shit at it. 12. Oh no, sorry. No, you're not looking, you've got to guess it. I'm thinking this is really good. You're thinking it's really good as well.
Can you stop?
Ready? It's not good.
Oh my God, if that's what I think it is. No, let me look.
No,
I've seen it now.
guess it.
I can't guess. You need to back me up.
No, I do it.
Go on, guess it.
No, I can do it. Yeah.
Wouldn't it be nice?
Yeah! You're my first one!
It took me a minute. I got that first
Wouldn't it be nice? I want feathers, I want blues, I want dogs.
But that's what it is.
I am A's. Right, spin it again. Oh, can we then retire this now? Switch
You
it.
did say pink.
Pink, ask us a question.
Oh, I thought it was.
Flip it.
Oh, yeah.
No. Ask us a question.
Okay. Cool. If you were gonna get married tomorrow, what would be out of all the guests that you've had on the show, what has been your favourite so far that you would have at your wedding?
All of them.
All of them.
Tattoos.
Tattoos.
All of them.
She got the right answer.
Yeah. Absolutely.
It landed on pink. Like,
Do you know why? It's because everybody that's been on has such a good vibe, and everybody keeps saying that word and it gets overused a lot.
Because you handpick people, don't you? So it's gonna.
Yeah.
Imagine if you had a wedding with like you're still need to get married, but all the supplies. How good a wedding would that be?
It would be mental.
Oh, wouldn't it?
The roof would come off.
I've got my videographers.
Yeah. But I think I've been incredibly lucky. As I approached you, and we do handpick. And we've had lots of people come to us, and they're just not the right fit, because we want to be able to not educate but help our brides and grooms, our couples getting married, to not necessarily just pick you, but to also look out for the pitfalls, look out for what questions you should be asking, because you've never done this job before. You know, I've done it 3 times, you know, but it's, you said, but hopefully this will help. But every single person that has come in and sat on that sofa, they know their job inside and out. They know, they've researched it, they've trained in it, and they're
representing it.
Yeah, they're you are the people that the people starting out want to be.
Easy.
But they want to be. You know, you've set that bar, and that bar is really, really high.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh, God,
Do you want to answer that question?
She did.
You did. I didn't.
Tattoos.
Oh, we've got questions on the public.
Ooh.
So, go on then. Fisted. So these are questions that get emailed, DM'd, or they write the cards out in the shop. Thank you. You have one. You can have one. So keep these messages coming. Any questions that you want us to read out, any top tips that you've got. We're getting a lot of culture wedding tips as well, and traditions. That's really nice. And of course, all the gossip.
Goss.
This one's a bit gross.
Oh.
Not gross, but just weird. It's not a question. Mother of bride shows up in a brilliant sapphire sequined see-through dress with scooped out bra and panty set, showing a 9-inch high platform shoes.
Outstaging the bride.
Do you think that's happened to someone? That's a bit of trauma.
Somebody said it. Yeah.
Someone's just trauma.
Somebody's written that in. Yeah.
Sorry about that.
It's look at me, isn't it? I mean, that's you know, in a see-through sequin dress. You know, you definitely.
At least it wasn't white.
Well, we don't know.
Well, sapphire.
Said red. Yeah.
Don't know. I'm going to put mine back in because actually my question is actually really similar to yours.
Okay.
What's yours?
Thank you so much for helping my mum feel beautiful on her wedding day.
Aww.
She has finally found the love she deserved, and Love Me Do. Love Me Do have made her feel and look absolutely beautiful. Love Me Do, they supplier. Oh, you're
right, cut. It's our wedding boutique called Love Me Do Brides. Morton on Thames, sorry, KT12.
I parked next to your van outside. It says Love Me Do.
Bloody brilliant.
Love Me Do is my favourite.
I know exactly who that is. That is the girl that had just got married herself, and that's her mum that had been with her partner 25 years, and they're finally getting married because her dad died when she was about 3, and she sat there, and I just think everybody, we were all crying. We were all crying because she said it's about bloody time. You know, and Mum was really self-conscious. You know, got the omni dress, and oh my God, you know, it was.
Is that one of your dresses behind you?
Yes.
It's beautiful. I said when I came in,
I picked it out. It's a company called Love Me Do.
I picked it out especially for you because I thought that would be your vibe.
It's
you know,
beautiful.
I'm looking for love, by the way. She's going to kill me in a minute. Right. Okay, what's this? Top tip for maid of honour: booking as many wedding activities as possible. What's that? Joe Malone do a free perfume consultation for brides. It's great.
Oh, that's a
good shout. Good shout. Do you want to do another one?
I guess they take the whole.
Yes, Love Me Do is our wedding boutique.
Yeah. I gathered that now. It's just a bit slow in the episode.
Oh, that's a nice one to finish on.
Oh, we're not finishing yet.
Am I taking one?
I'm hungry. There's cakes.
I've eaten too many. Let everyone else make a fuss of you and the groom as it is your special day.
Yes.
Yeah, brilliant.
Mine's super quick. Bride to be, how do I pee? Oh, no, that's a question.
Front ways.
Yeah, you get on the toilet the other way round.
Yeah,
straddle.
so yes, straddle. Looking for love again.
It's only because they have to do it on the tattoo chair as well sometimes because of the dresses.
If
they're going to tattoo in a funny place, we have to get them to straddle the chair.
Fine, okay, yeah.
Or the toilet.
Top tip, yeah. So you literally go in front ways because you'll get a few wee breaks from friends and bridesmaids, and that will help you. But they'll lose interest.
The willy one, how did you do that?
Excuse me.
No, the willy one. Do they stand up and put it on the bed, or do they lay down?
We usually wrap it around something. So you wrap it around some like a kitchen roll holder or something like that.
Kitchen roll holder.
Yeah, it has to be.
The tube.
Yeah, the tube, because it's got to be stretched.
How big is this willy?
Well, you just curve it round. It depends how big.
Oh, I see around it. I think you're inserting it.
No, you put it inside it.
Why not toilet rolls like that?
You will inside the tube.
But the toilet thing, yes, definitely go front ways. Then you can lift up your dress. If you're in a really tight dress, you are going to have to take your dress off. You are. Because unless you can, this is why you shouldn't have your dress fitted too tightly. There are contraptions. There's the IKEA bag thing that you get in, but it's a faff. Top tip for venues and stuff like that. When you're looking around, ask them. It depends on how many weddings, or if it's a multi venue, like there's other functions going on at the same time. But ask them for exclusivity of the disabled toilets.
Oh yeah, you've said this before.
Yeah, and have the key to the toilet, because then you can put all your deodorants, makeup, all the bits and pieces that you need.
Touch-ups.
Your bottle of vodka, some drinks in there. Smuggle a couple of friends in there to start time out. But that toilet is for you only, so your dress is not being dragged through, because those toilets are messy toilets, aren't they?
Sometimes.
Yeah, so you don't want your dress being. There you go, top tips. But I've got one from Martina Hayton. When is the right time to take off your hat? Do you still have to wait for the mother of the bride?
Apparently so.
We just talked about this in the last episode. Yeah. The mother of the bride is your cue to take off your hat. So if you are the bride, make sure you tell your mum that she needs to take her hat off.
At some point,
because if people are
waiting.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people, I don't think these days will know about that.
No, I don't.
You wear a hat to a wedding?
Yeah. I mean,
I went to a wedding once where you had to wear a hat or you don't come.
A girl hat? Or like
a fascinator or something. So you have to keep yours on until the mother of the bride takes hers off.
Like a fascinator or a hat, But mums of the brides are always.
Hats don't suit me, not a hat.
I could imagine you rocking one.
Oh, thank you.
Your Peaky Blinder.
Yeah.
What was it? It looked like a surfboard.
It was a bonnet, actually. Car, Volkswagen.
Was it?
Bonnet,
Because this lady's an artist, aren't you?
Yeah.
You're not selling yourself.
Oh, I appreciate that. Thank you.
But you're that Peaky. But go follow her on TikTok. That was fantastic. I was showing you in the car.
That was amazing. Unbelievable.
Thank you so much.
That was brilliant.
Yeah, I do really like. I like mixing it up a little bit. So I'll paint bonnets. I do airbrushing. I do it with a paint like an air gun.
It was
so cool.
Absolutely brilliant. We need to finish off. I think we've answered anything. Is there anything more that you need to add?
I think just earlier I didn't finish saying about the packages that we
Please,
do.
yes, that's actually a good thing to end off.
Because so we do the gold package, where guests pay, and then we do the platinum package.
So how much is it to hire you on that gold package?
I think the gold package.
It would depend on
I think the gold package. I can't remember the price of the gold package. It's on the website.
It's on the website, yeah.
So it's Enigma tattoo piercing.co.uk. But the platinum package is $1,799, I think.
Perfect. Okay. Yeah.
And that includes everything. So we'll come. We'll tattoo all your guests.
Yeah.
And then we'll go about midnight. Your bride and groom tattoos. Oh, your bride and groom tattoos are included in the gold package as well.
So in the gold, people pay for themselves. The other one, everyone's included.
Yeah. And then we kind of travel everywhere in the UK. So we just, you do have to kind of factor in for a travel charge, but we'll give you the
and also making sure that you're licensed as well.
Yeah, do them abroad? Can you go abroad, or is that messy?
I've been asked to do it quite a few times, but I
bet you're busy though.
But we've got so many bookings already next show, and then to think I've got 2 kids, so to think of the faff finding the extra childcare,
and also they'll have to pay
maybe
more.
One day, I'm never saying never. Exactly. I'm never saying never.
I mean, if there's a big celebrity wedding out there that needs you,
I'd love to do a celebrity wedding.
They might provide you with some nannies for the kids.
There you are. And plus twos.
Plus 2,
yes.
Depending on where it is, obviously.
No, we'll travel.
Anywhere.
We'll travel. As long as we're fed, it's fine.
Amazing.
So we need to say goodbye to everybody. So if you can look into this camera, let everybody know where they can find you, and ask them to follow you and subscribe to us too.
All right. Thank you so much for having me today.
Thank you for coming.
So I'm Steph. I'm from Enigma Studios. So our Instagram and Facebook handle is enigma.studios.ltd, and our website is enigmatattooPiercing.co.uk. I think that's it, isn't it?
That's brilliant.
Amazing.
Thank you so much for listening. If you need a tattoo, not just for a wedding, go to this lady. Honestly, your team was fantastic. I felt so welcome. I was so nervous, but you guys were absolutely wonderful.
Fabulous.
And friends.
It was amazing having you as well. You need to come up and get one.
Yes. I know. I've got 3, but now I'm just. I'd love to get a little.
That's an odd number. You need to come.
Even at Earth's house in February.
Yeah, I'll be there.
Thank you for listening. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for all your questions. Keep them coming. We definitely feel the love coming through. And yeah, just keep liking and subscribing. You can say anything?
No, I think you said everything.
Goodbye. See you next week. Bye. You were brilliant.
That was so good.
Well done.
Where did you get that if you have tattoos you're easy?
Yeah.
Seriously? Oh, I'm really stuck.
Honestly, you
Seriously, when I worked on site,
Can I have one of these?
Easy shot. Yes. You could have eaten them during as well. Seriously, when I worked on site, we had these discussions, especially when people would just come to view houses and flats and stuff like that.
It's nice to know that everyone thinks I'm easy.
No,
Why don't they come try it then?
Are you still rolling? Yeah, brilliant. I love that.
Can you tip your head to your left, please?
Oh, sorry.
That's bloody brilliant. The willy thing. Oh my God. I really thought you were sticking it up the tube. Did you? No.
But I knew you were thinking that.
Yeah, at first I thought, well, how does she get to it then?
faces at the same time going.
I'm guessing the skin needs to be taut, doesn't it? Well, it does, doesn't it? Thanks for spitting on me, Sharon.